When it comes to the level of the intellect, we have fanaticism and perversion when it comes to tamas. So perversion, we can also use this word inversion. A tamasic intellect inverts unrighteousness and calls it righteousness. So what do we mean by these two terms? Think of unrighteousness as that which is inherently opposing what your conscience knows to be right. You have the option of cheating on a test, on your spouse, on your taxes. Now your conscience knows it's wrong, but it's possible for your intellect to be so clouded as to become inverted. And you say, you know what, cheating on that test, I should cheat on that test. It's my moral duty. You know how I've been treated all through my marriage? It's my obligation to cheat on my spouse. The government, they can't handle the money. It's my obligation. I should cheat on my taxes. So what have we done here? We've taken something which is inherently wrong, and we're not just saying, I'm going to see if I can get away with it. We're not just saying it's bad, but I'm doing it anyway. It's much worse than that. We're saying it's the righteous thing to do. We are fanatically attached to something, and we've inverted the truth. So the terrorist who blows up a mosque, who blows up a church, who shoots up a shopping centre, what are they screaming as they do it? What's in their heads? Well, there is some apparently moral virtue that they are serving, whether it's adherence to a religion, to a political ideology, to some sort of racial ideology. They have said, this is the moral action that I should perform, because they are fanatically attached and have inverted the truth. Slightly better than that is rajas. Rajas is when we wrestle with the truth, but because we are being led by personal interest, we are biased. And so the opinions that we hold, the conclusions that we draw, the beliefs that we hold about the world are biased to suit some personal interest. I like being right. Even if it's being right about something terrible, at least I'm right about it. So everything I think points me in that direction. Whereas sattva is that state where we have the humility to recognize, okay, my thinking's not perfect, but this is what I hold to be true. And because there is the maturity of emotion, because there is that peace and objectivity in the mind, we gain much greater clarity. Simple example. Let's say you have a portfolio of investments and your broker or your manager is going to make some changes to it. And you're personally aware of his situation, that his partner has just left him and that he is highly strung and really agitated. He's been depressed. And hang on, he's about to start making choices with regards to your wealth. Maybe he should wait until he's a little more calm, not so emotionally upset. Why? When the mind is peaceful, we have greater clarity. And so this is really important when we are trying to discover for ourselves the answer to some important life questions or life choices that we need to make. We wrestle so hard. What should I do? Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. We spend so much time and angst caught up in trying to figure out the answer that we become more clouded. We get result-oriented about wanting the answer, And so we lose the clarity. So if you want the clarity, what do? Find the mental peace. A huge part of finding clarity in terms of discovering our life choices is fun. Do something which you simply enjoy for the sake of enjoyment. Have a break. Move away from the thing. As we stop stimulating that agitated part of our mind, it naturally calms down. Clarity is gained.